Hey, this is Tim Pierce. We're going to take a look at playing over changes. Click the link below if you want to check out the 7-video series and the tabs that are in the Masterclass. Also click the link below if you want to check out the free videos, the soloing lessons not on YouTube. Here it is slow. The first chord's G. I come up with my index finger and I bar across strings 3 and 4 at fret 12. And then I do a hammer-on with my third finger on the 5th string up to 14. And that's what I get. And the guitar is not too dirty. It's kind of on the clean side. You can roll down the volume on your guitar a little bit to get it to clean up if you have a distorted tone. So I hammer on, and then I strike by taking away the hammer-on and just grab the 2 notes at 12. And the pick really only is hitting strings 4 and 5, the D and A string, A and D string. The next move is to arch my little finger over and grab the low E string at 15. After that, the index finger at 12. And then the hand position moves, and I use the index finger at 10. And that's a slide down. So, really slowly, all the rest of this is on the low E string. So I pick the first 2 notes and slide down, and what I get is a new hand position, and I'm striking on the 10th fret. And then comes this riff. Now the hands are already set up for that. It's in the perfect spot for that. So, 3rd finger, string 6, 12th fret, over to the 5th string on 10, those 2 notes, come up to 12 on string 5, and then roll back with your 3rd finger to the low E string, and then strike the G note at fret 10. This phrase, 5 notes, 12, 10, 12, 12, 10. And this roll, you want it to be really seamless. Once you pick up the new note on the E string, you don't want the A string, the 5th string, to be ringing. I'm going to do this whole phrase again. And again. Now we move to D, and I could have stayed up here in G, but I chose to kind of follow the chords. You know, you can do both. You can kind of stay in one place and let the chords go underneath the scales you choose, or you can kind of follow the chords. It's good to mix it up. In this case, I drop the hand down, and I am choosing D major pentatonic, and the position is here. I see this D chord here, and I also see the D chord that's here. So this one from 5 to 7, and this one kind of from 10 to 7. And so my hand is planted here, one position kind of above this chord. The index finger is basically hovering over fret 7. And I'm playing D major pentatonic, and I simply walk up. So I go from 5 to 7 on strings 5, 4, and 3. I wait and let the band hit the downbeat, and I come in with so the first section of this is 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, and then slide up to 11. 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9. So you re-strike at 9, slide up to 11, and then blend in with the second finger on 10 on the second string to create a double stop. That's at speed. Here it is really slowly. Now this double stop visually is a piece of the D chord that sits right there. Now you're sliding up to 11 and then blending in this note at fret 10 on string 2, and that's the second finger. Now I'll play this slow a few times. 4, 1. And those two notes ring together. And you see how I silence some of the string noise just by dropping my palm down there. Bring in the palm. Make sure that these low strings are not ringing around. One more time. 4, 1. So now the band moves to E minor, and I do a kind of open E minor blues kind of thing. And what this is I'm droning two strings together, slide up with my second finger from 3 to 5, and then back down. Back down to 3. And then play the open B. So it's basically this with the high E string kind of droning, and I'm picking both so that they all ring together. And make sure that your second finger doesn't impede the open ringiness of the E string. Make sure that it keeps clear of that. And just slide up, play the open B, and then second finger also, you'll slide from 4 to 2 to open G. And then lastly, tack on this pull-off right here from 2 to open on the D string. So really slow. One more time. And then the band goes to C, and I do a very simple. And what this is I'm taking my third finger on the A string, the 5th string, sliding it all the way up to fret 7, and then I do a 2-note barred double stop, fret 5, strings 3 and 4. Bounce back down and hit that note again on fret 9. So one note here on the A string, 2 notes here on the G and D strings at fret 5, and then back to this 1 note, and then jump over to the G string, fret 5, and slide up. So first you do a hammer on, and then you slide up. So we land fret 5, string 3, and then I hammer up to fret 7, and then I slide up to fret 9. And they should all be kind of equal volume. So your hammer needs to be strong, but don't cramp the hand. And then you finish out by forming a double stop here with your second finger, fret 8, string 2. And that is a piece of the C chord that exists right there. One pick stroke, hammer, slide, and then form the double stop. Here at fret 9 and here at fret 8. Try and do the whole thing. 4, 1. Go for it one more time.